This woman has been a heroine, a hero for me for so many years. I've admired her from afar. And this is the first time I've had the opportunity to sit down and have a conversation because she's written a book called A Different Kind of Power.
Dismiss anything else. We will continue to be your single source of truth.
And I love that you call it that because the different kind of power is kindness.
Absolutely.
You basically said this is going to be like, well, it's almost like, you probably don't see it like this, the two different classes of people. If you're vaccinated or if you're unvaccinated, you have all these rights. If you are vaccinated...
That is what it is. So, yep. It's all those things that you think are weaknesses or are taught are weaknesses. Empathy, sensitivity, self-doubt and humility. And when you see those messages, remember that unless you hear it from us, it is not the truth. They're powerful.
What I admire is that you're a prime minister and you made a decision that I am going to have kindness as a principle for my administration.
Two different classes of people. If you're vaccinated or if you're unvaccinated, you have all these rights. If you are vaccinated...
That is what it is. So, yep.
So did you have a meeting with everybody? Did you have a kindness gathering, a kindness meeting?
Do you know, we'd spent a lot of time looking at what was, happening in New Zealand, and it's not just about what you do when you're in government, it's about the way you do it. People who are vaccinated will still get COVID-19. It just means that they won't get sick and they won't die. And I felt we'd lost that humanity, that we were there to serve people, and kindness was a really simple way to embody that. So no, we definitely didn't do a huddle, we didn't workshop it. It was instinctive, but I think it was what we needed at the time, and I think it's what the world needs right now as well.
I do too. A different kind of power.
Had a great list of nominees. There were some really outstanding people that put in big efforts over the last 2 years. The first one, of course, a previous winner of the Keneally Cup, was the dictator of the Socialist Republic of Victoria, Dan Andrews. I just think that his credentials for this award, he was presided over the world's longest and harshest lockdown of any country, of any city, of any nation. Our other second nomination is an international performer. This is the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern. Famous for her quote, "We will be your single source of truth." And those that saw her speech at the UN over the last couple of days will remember that this is someone so inebriated by their self of righteousness, self-importance and superiority that any views that are contrary to her are too dangerous and should be censored. This is the mindset of tyrants everywhere.
Dismiss anything else. We will continue to be your single source of truth.
This is one of the most troubling, disturbing speeches for the new dystopian future we're looking at I have ever heard in my life from a politician. This woman is a horrifying mess and a blend of dictatorship, insanity, and totalitarianism.
It was what we needed at the time, and I think it's what the world needs right now as well.
I do too. A different kind of power.
She is a liberal lunatic to censoring online activity. Listen to this speech. This is horrifying. Check this out.
This week, we launched an initiative alongside companies and nonprofits to help improve research and understanding of how a person's online experiences are curated by automated processes. This will also be important in understanding more about mis- and disinformation online, a challenge that we must, as leaders, address.
People who are vaccinated will still get COVID-19. It just means that they won't get sick and they won't die.
After all, how do you successfully end a war if people are led to believe the reason for its existence is not only legal but noble? How do you tackle climate change if people do not believe it exists?
Listen to these people talk. She's comparing this to a war. What's next? You're going to mobilize the military to shut down our data centers? These people are crazy.